Hello, this is the correction video for the Unit 4 quiz. Fill out your date, your score, put your name on there. I see a lot of no-name papers. All right, what is 4/3 divided into 1/6? So I'm going to draw my thirds, and the top number tells me I need 4 of them. So this is a third, this is a third, this is a third, this is a third. Hopefully, most of you know that a sixth is half of a third. So if I cut them in half, how many pieces do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 4/3 made into groups of 1/6. I end up with 8 pieces. Now, some of you are working with the algorithm, so I'm going to show that way too. You have 4/3 divided by 1/6. You rewrite that as 4/3 multiplied by the reciprocal. The reciprocal is when we flip that fraction over. Then you multiply your numerators. That's 4 times 6 is 24. Multiply your denominator. 3 times 1 is 3. And then you say to yourself, well, 24 divided by 3 is 8. All right, next problem. Jada has read 5/8 of a book. She has read 50 pages so far. So I'm going to draw this. I have 8 boxes. That tells me my size. And I'm choosing 5. The numerator tells me how many to choose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's telling me those 5 boxes are equal to 50. I need to know what goes in each box. So I'm thinking 50 divided into 5 equal sized pieces, which is 10. So all of the boxes are 10 because they're all the exact same size piece. That eighth tells us they're all the same size. So we want the total of the whole book. So we want the total of all the boxes, which gives us 8 boxes times 10 is 80. If you do it the algorithm way, you are thinking to yourself, I have 50 pages, and I'm dividing it into groups of 5/8. So 50 over 1, it becomes multiply by the reciprocal. So 400 divided by 5. Well, most of us know that 40 divided by 5 is 8. So 400 divided by 5 would simplify to 80. All right, we have to make our fact family, multiplication and division equations. I always talk to my students about how many. That's my question. That's my empty box. That's what I do not know. I do not know how many 1/6 are in 3 and 1/4. And because multiplication is commutative, that means I can change the order, which would be 1/6 times empty box equals 3 and 1/4. Remember, this is our product. The product becomes your dividend when you write it as a division problem. So 3 and 1/4 divided by 1/6 gives us that mystery number, I like to call it, or empty box, or 3 and 1/4 divided by mystery number equals 1/6. Okay. Harold made 14 cups of granola. He divided it equally among 4 bags. So we should see our problem is 14 divided by 4. You can do this 2 ways. We can do a picture and we can do long division. We'll do both. So if I have 4 boxes, 4 bags, I want to get as close to 14 as I can into 4 groups. So I'm thinking 4, 8, 12, 16. 12 is the closest I can get, which means 3 takes 3 groups of 4. So that would be 3, 3, 3, 3. That total is 12. So I had 14. I minused out 12. I have 2 left. That means if I split this up, I could say, well, 2 boxes would equal 1, and 2 boxes would equal 1. How do I share 1 with 2 people or 2 boxes? Well, they would both get a half. So I say my answer is 3.5. Now let's try long division. 14 divided by 4. I already did my set of multiples. I know that 12 is the closest I can get, and I know it takes 3 of them. 3 times 4 is 12. I subtract. I have 2 left over. My leftover becomes the numerator. Your divisor, the dividing by 4, stays the same. 3 and 2/4. Hopefully you recognize that 2 is half of 4, so this is equivalent to 3.5. So our answer is 3.5 cups of granola. Sorry about that. All right. On the last one, Brianna's family is on a trip. So far, they have traveled 3/4 of the total distance. They have traveled 120 miles so far. How far is the whole trip? Make a drawing. All right. So I'm going to draw 3/4. So I know 3 of my boxes have to equal 120, which means 120 divided by 3. Well, this seems like we have this number again. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 120 divided by 3 would be 40. So 40, 40, 40, 40. 3/4 of the trip was 120. Another 40 means the whole trip was 160. Okay, there we go. And we're all done.